Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. The Parkinsons Foundation and Parkinsons Group of the Ozarks are hosting a virtual event for the Springfield community May 22nd at 10 a.m. Joining us now is Joanne Bourbon and Cassie Locke. She is the assistant director, right? For
executive assistant.
Sorry, there you go. Thank you both for joining us. And I know that you're dealing with some Parkinson issues, and we want to get to that here in just a minute. Okay. Let's start with the event. Cassie, tell us about that.
We have a free learning event that is going to be this Saturday that we are very excited for. We haven't hosted one in several years. We have partnered with the Parkinsons Foundation Heartland chapter to co-host this event, and it'll be May 22nd at 10 a.m. And it is a virtual event,
right.
So we're going to be doing this online, okay. And we're going to have some guest speakers from the area that will be presenting on the webinar.
Very good. Cassie, what do you hope to achieve with this virtual event? What is the goal?
We hope to answer a lot of questions that Parkinson's families may have about treatment options, about resources in the area, but also to get the word out about Parkinson's disease, let the area know that there is resources and it is a concern in the Ozarks.
And we're learning more all the time. And Joanne, you know firsthand. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, let's see. Probably 7 years ago I was diagnosed. I was dealing with some fine motor issues, and my left side was weak. And they diagnosed me at first with a stroke, and said I needed. And I've been dealing with this for about 5 years before they did that. And so they sent me to physical therapy, and the physical therapist, I told him, I said I didn't have a stroke, and he said, well, then you have Parkinson's. And I said, thank you, you're a little ray of sunshine. So that's
Yes. Well, do you take medicine then for that?
I take medicine. It's a combination of, you need exercise is the most important thing. If you have Parkinson's, you need to keep moving. Take your meds, and you just, day to day, you never know, because it's like, I call it a designer disease. No two people have the same symptoms. You don't know what's going to hit you when, and it's just a guessing game every day.
Joanne, how does it affect you day to day, and are some days harder than oothers?
Oh yeah, and there's a thing called, like you're on and off of your meds. Sometimes when it's about time to take them again, I say I zombie out, because I think things don't work properly. Sometimes I can't think of what I'm going to say. I lose words. It's just a little bit of everything, and
it makes it hard to make a plan,
it
doesn't
does.
it? Because you never know what your day is going to look like.
Right, and you deal with stress differently, and things stress you that didn't used to. Sometimes you just can't quite make a decision. And when I'm talking, sometimes I can't find the words, and that's very frustrating because I've always been a talker.
I love talking to you backstage and your awesome husband.
Yeah.
Cassie, how many people are affected by Parkinson's, and is there early treatment? How long can people live with it? What is the prognosis, and how can people help?
Kind of like Joanne mentioned, every person is unique. So, I mean, everyone's timeline is going to be a little bit different, just depending on how well they are, how far they're progressing with the disease, and then also how proactive they are about their symptoms, and how, like, exercise is one thing she mentioned. Yeah. If they're taking their medication, those kind of things can start to slow the symptoms. It won't stop it, but it will slow the progression.
Is there an age range that affects the most? Like, is it, you typically think maybe it comes on later in life, but is it any age range can have Parkinson's?
Yes. We normally see it a little bit later in life, but there is what they call an early onset Parkinson's there, and that can be before the age of 50, even up to 30. It's a little bit rarer, but it does happen.
I'm thinking it might be hard to diagnose.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
As you said, they thought you had a stroke. Joanne, are you able to drive?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's great.
Good.
Yeah.
And one of the big things with Parkinson's is falling, which I'm not doing yet. I tell my doctor I'm still climbing ladders, which freaks him out every time.
You go, girl. She's
it's like I don't tell anybody I suffer with Parkinson's. I tell them I deal with it, and I make fun of it, because if I don't make fun of it, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry, and if you cry, you're going to have wrinkles. So.
What a great attitude you have, Joanne.
Definitely.
Like you're an example of positivity and dealing with a stressful situation that you've been dealt, but you're doing it with such humor and positivity.
Yeah.
And one thing I have to the music programs we've got here in Springfield. There's a resonance drumming program that we participate in, and then there's the music therapy out by Drury that we participate in. Music.
Yes, it's called Encore Music Therapy at Drury University.
And that really helps you.
It really
and you
helps
enjoy that.
because my voice was going, and I used to sing, and my voice was going. Well, now we sing, we do little exercises, we play little drums, and we play hand chimes and stuff. So it's all things to keep us active.
Joanne, do you sing in the shower?
Yes.
Okay, good. I knew it. I had a feeling, Kelly.
You know?
I know. And that also connects you with other people that are dealing
It
with the
does,
same issues. Are you then raising money, Cassie, in this virtual event?
No.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Just awareness.
Okay,
Yes.
just
Just awareness,
and that's
yes.
a good thing for people to be
Tell us
aware
one more time about the event, Cassie.
Yes, it's this Saturday. It is at 10 a.m. and it's co-hosted with the Parkinsons Foundation, the Heartland chapter. It is a virtual event, and to register for the event, you can go onto our website, which is www.parkinsonsgroup.org, and under our events tab, it'll take you right to where you need to go to register for the event.
And by the way, guys, if you know somebody who is maybe has symptoms or is dealing with Parkinson's, this is a great event because it helps everybody. The more communication we have, the better, and we can tell everybody's story. So I love that. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you both so much.
Thank
Great to
you.
see
And Joanne, we love you. You can come back anytime you want.
And if anybody wants to donate to Parkinson's, we'll be happy to take
Well, yeah,
them
they'll
out.
take it.
I know they need that for research.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank
Don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. By the way, Joanne Bourbon, can you bring us shots of bourbon next time?
I can.
Okay. See, already love her. She's a regular now.